Hey campers, George here. In the outdoors, going on a walkabout. I got me a new sharp and shiny. Something a little different for me, so I thought I'd show it to you. But I didn't want to do it in the man cave. The sun's shining, spring's coming, time to go walkabout. Let's check it out. This will do. Good place to show you a knife, especially one called the sea snake. Let's check it out. So the other day I was talking to Lee, my friend that I hike with, and Will, and we go camping, and we're actually going to the Boundary Waters in a month or two. And talking to him about knives, things like that, showed him some knives that I had. And Lee is a big neck guy. He likes to carry his knife on his neck. Never tried that. Never thought about it. The knives I carry are typically, I think, too heavy for a neck knife. Now, Lee's is pretty big, but it's not overly heavy. It's a very nice knife. I forget what it is. I'll have to ask him and let you know. I'll put it in the description or up here. I was looking online and I came across a knife and I thought, I wonder. So, when I wonder, I gotta get it. And this one is from Artisan Cutlery. This guy here. Yeah, it's a neck knife. And I've been wearing it while I'm walking. I wanted to know what it felt like, and to be honest, I didn't even feel this. This is a fairly small knife. It's not a big knife. But for me, going on a walkabout and just having a look-see at things, this would actually work. And let me show it to you. It's this here. Look at that. See that? It's got that huge Warrenclyffe blade on it. Well, huge for the knife. And you can see it's not very big. Here it is in my hand, if you look at it like that. And it's called the Tactical Sea Snake, is what they call it. And like I said, it is a neck knife, so it comes with a sheath, plastic sheath like this. You can see how it sits in there and hangs around your neck. It's extremely thin, look at that, which I think is a huge help when you're carrying it on your neck. Like Lee does, he puts it inside his shirt or jacket, whatever he's using, and hangs it there, and it doesn't flop around, doesn't get in your way, and when you need it, you can just pull it out, and there it is. Interesting, and I've never thought of this, and on the blade it says, well, it actually has a serial number. It says serial number 1824B. And then it says AR-RPMG. MF Design. And it's made in China. And it's artesian wells. And you can see it there, hopefully. And the artesian logo on the back. Very nice. It's well made. Very clean. The handle, it is full tang, you can see there. It's very nice. It's a nice blade. It's got jimping on the blade. And of course with this, you need that jimping. It's not, it's not a very big knife, so you're going to overhang a bit with your hand. Also, the choil is huge. Look at that. And it allows you to put your finger in there for better control. Right now, look, my finger's in the choil hole, and my thumb is right on the jimping, which gives you a lot more control of a blade this big or this size. And the Warrenclyffe, it's a good blade for whittling. Just saying. So I'm liking it. Let's have a closer look at the specs on this thing. So looking at the knife here, the overall length, 6.78 inches. Like I said, it's not very big, but it's a good size to have around my neck. I think I could get used to this. I think I like this idea as a walkabout knife where I'm just going on a trudge to have a look and see what I see. The blade length, 3.15 inches. And I'm assuming from there to the handle, I'm not sure if it's to the choil, but they say 3.15 inches and 0.1 inches thick. So it's not extremely thin. You're not going to be battening, bludgeoning on this guy. You're going to use it for reasonably small tasks. And like I said, it's a Warrenclyffe, a full flat grind on it. It's a nice blade for your general, maybe food prep, things like that. You could probably start a fire with it. When you need a small little fire, you're gonna make yourself a cup of coffee or something like that. This would work. It would feather just fine, I'm pretty sure. We'll give it a test. Here come the Canadians. Yeah, they're on their way home. Now the handle is G10 and they call it a desert color. It's well made. I like this knife. As small as it is there, when I first saw it, although a little small, but I like that idea. I was holding it like that initially, and then I thought, that choil looks awfully big. Right on there. Perfect. So it's very nice. And you can see the ricasso, very clean blade. Very nice. I believe it's designed by, I'm going to say Michael Elmer, if I remember properly. He's a veteran who, designs knives and thing, and he designed this. So very nice. I like it. At first I thought it should have a lanyard hole in it, but then I realized you don't need that because it's right here on your neck. The only complaint that I have about this is the neck lanyard is very small. I have to take my hat and glasses off to get it off, which is probably the way it should be. I don't know. I've never carried a neck, but I'd like it a little bit more smoother. I'm going to take it off and we'll have a look at it sitting in the sheath and everything. So here it is here with the neck lanyard and the plastic sheath, and it's in there. It's not going to fall out. I've heard people talking about neck knives that they've got. They've been hanging around their neck and lost the knife somewhere along the line. Seems a little odd to me because I wouldn't have this outside of me when I'm just trudging. I would have it inside so it doesn't bounce around anything. But apparently they lost it, fell out of the pen, and it's in there good. And it's a small knife and it clips in there. You can hear the clip, hopefully over the water in the background. You hear that? Goes in there nice. And it's a well-made little sheath, very plain, standard, normal kind, and it has, your neck hoop. I might make this a little longer, maybe not, because the more I think about it, I like the idea that it won't come off my neck very easily. To get it off, it takes some planning. Well, you can't just whip it right off. Another thing I noticed, see there? There's a little hole at the bottom there. You know what that's for, right? If water gets in here, well, it would pool in the plastic. It's a drain hole. Nice little touch. I want to talk a little bit more about the blade. Just going to put it down here. Oh my. The sheath blends really nice with all the dried up leaves and sticks below. Gonna have to maybe change my cord to something brighter. So as I was saying, the blade, it's a Warrenclyffe. It's a very nice blade, full grind on it. And lately I've been seeing a lot of this. New steels coming out, new super steels. This one on here from Artisan, they call the steel on this the Artisan Cutlery patented steel, and here's the number, AR-RPM9, AR-RPM9. Getting a little frustrated with this. I'm hearing about all these super steels and everything, and know nothing about them. This is it here, and this is what I've basically found out about. Now, I'm just a guy who likes a sharp and shiny. And, the blade has to be reasonably like, and I do have a favorite. I love D2 steel. It works for me as a camp knife. I think all my camp knives are D2. I have some stainless steel knives like this. A lot of my folders are stainless steel. And looking at the new folders, they're coming out with same thing, new steels. Have no idea about them. Have no problem with them, because what I do read about them, people are raving. It's just getting so confusing for me. I'm old. What can I say? That wasn't a complaint, by the way. Just saying. I'm getting old. Here it is here. Artisan Cutlery. Neck knife or tactical sea snake. It's not bad. I'm going to cut something with it. Hold on. So I found me some wood. Just a couple of sticks lying around here. I'm going to try it out. This is not a heavy duty knife. It's small, it's compact, nice blade on it. I don't think it's really designed to do any major camp chores, except maybe whittling a piece of wood or feathering, food prep, maybe even small pieces of wood. You can see here. It's sharp. It's sharp. Watch this. For a small knife, I have to get used to that. So I'm going to do that, and look at that. Sliced in there, no problem. It's not a big knife. It's not a bad piece of stick. Can I feather? Let me see if I can feather a stick here. Little feather. Takes getting used to. Let me. Feather's just fine. You can see there. So, preparing a feather stick. When I'm out trudging, like I said, if I'm going to make a fire, it's going to be a small one. This is not an overnight fire where I need to keep warming it like that. Simply a small fire. Or even using my bush box, I'm going to want to make a little feather stick to help start the fire. This will do the job, and it is great for food prep. I got a bigger piece of wood here. I don't know what it's like. Whoa! Huh. What wood? This wood, I don't know what it is, but it pulled off a huge chunk. Watch this. Look at that, right in there. It's probably the wood's not very strong. Like I said, whittling. Let me find that piece of wood that I had. I kind of like this piece of wood, so I'm just going to do some quick chores with it. Let's say I need to put up a tarp because I'm just here for the day and I found somewhere. I want to set up a tarp, make myself something to eat, and maybe spend the day, I don't know, showing you a knife. I don't know. So I'm going to make a tent peg. So the problem is, it's fairly thick. Look at the size of the blade. But I want to make a tent peg, and the way you do that is you're going to have to go into it at an angle. See the way I'm cutting that? Keep going into it. This is a small knife, so you can't get a lot of force behind it. I'm just making a tent peg. See what I did there? I just went around and dug into it. Now I can snap that branch really easy, and it makes that little rose thing there. See that? Clean that off, because you don't want anything sharp or sticking out above your tent peg. And clean it up a little bit. Round it off so that there's no sharp edges. Did that no problem. And I want to make a number 7 notch in it, because that's where I'm going to put my 550 cord for my top. So I've got to put a stopper on it. I'm doing this freehand. Yeah, it's not the best way to do it. I would normally put that on a piece of wood and push down to get the stop knot. I do what I can with what I got. Just be careful nothing slips. And you notice I'm never cutting towards myself here. Got to clean it up. See there? Notch, and you can angle that stopper knot a little bit more. It's not perfect. I just did it really quickly freehand. And I got me a tent peg with this little guy. Can't complain about that. But now my cordage is too long and I need to cut it. Will this do that? I brought my little walkabout sling bag. I got snacks. Found me a piece. And I've been cutting on that wood as well with this, so let's see how much. Oh, straight through, no problem there. It's doing everything I wanted to do, and if it can do that, it'll prep food. What more can you ask for? I'm liking this knife. It's still pretty sharp. Check this out. Got a buddy come to say hello. See him? Hey, get all sorts of visitors here. Thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, dropped the knife. There it is here. I found it again. Gotta love it out here. So I put the sheath back on and I'm going to put the knife away. And like I said, tactical sea snake is what they call it. Put this guy away. Put him in there so he doesn't bounce around, and look at that. Can't even feel it. Pretty cool. How much did I pay for it? Well, it is a fixed blade and it is pretty good. Surprisingly, still within my budget for a fixed blade. I paid that much. Can't complain about that, and I think I might get some use out of it. I really like the idea of having this on me when I'm just trudging around. Now I know why Lee does it. What can I say? Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back. I'm going to make a general video of this trudge and share some stuff with you. So there'll be another video coming. I'll have a couple of other things I can show you. Don't forget, you be safe out here, especially with these sharp and shinies. Just saying. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.